bit about the grill. We will be cooking on it a little bit later. These grills are split in half so you can pull them out for ease of loading away from the heat. They are also infinitely adjustable with just a slight adjustment. Lift up on this side to relieve the tension and drop it. And then to raise it, it's the same way. And you can adjust it in or out. So for what we're doing right now, I'm going to clean this. This is just carbon steel, made at the welding shop. This grill's been in use for about 4 years. We have one down at the camp that's been in use for about 5 years. And just a little bit of cleaning, you're cooking your food, your cooking oil will make it, will preserve it. And there's no paint on here. What you can see is just from the fire, the smoke and the residual keeps a nice coating on it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we cook a lot with cast iron, and regulating your heat with a wood fire, we should do a video on cooking over wood, but regulating your heat is key, and height is key for doing that. I've got some steaks here that I'm going to put on, and I'm going to sear them using my meat hook. If you don't have something like this, this is forged from a railroad spike. One piece forged from a railroad spike, and it works very well. And we're going to sear the steaks one at a time in that grill. The demonstration, I should have got my heat up. Now I want to show you on the other side as well. This side is the side that we generally use for cooking anything from burgers to steaks. It's the heavier metal, and you can use bigger pieces. Burgers, steaks, hot dogs all work on it. But again, you just adjust your height and swing it in. Or if you want to come out here where my wife likes to put things on, she can load it up out here. And then once your food gets done, if you want to swing it in and keep it higher, that works well. Just, we call it coasting once the food is done. But for what we're doing right now, based on the heat that I think I need, I think that height should be pretty good. So I'm going to move the steaks to that side until the heat gets up in my cast iron here. And I'm going to put the chicken on this side.
Speak up a little bit.
No, stay right. This side we like to cook our fish on, cook smaller things like mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers, things like that. You want a nice sizzle, but not a hard sizzle. Again, regulating your heat while cooking over wood is key. Very few people have experience cooking extensively over wood. We've been doing this for many years and rarely use charcoal. Wood is our preferred cooking method for outdoor cooking, which we do several times a week. Breakfast and lunch and supper, depending on the type of event that we're hosting or what we're doing, dictates what meal we'll be serving. So right now what you're going to see me do is again lower this and swing it in a little bit past center because of where my heat is under there. And I like to keep a nice steel fire poker nearby, and again a nice bed of embers. And I move my heat around to where I want it if I need to spread it out a little bit, or if I want to centralize it for any reason. These are really big steaks from a steer we got custom butchered. They're unusually large. You can apply the heat right where you need it, as you need it. Now a word about these racks on the side. They do swivel. We've seen people swivel them in and warm bread and do things, lower them down and put them on the inside. I use them for my hot pads. I use them for my cooking utensils. This rack here is where we'll quite often set a coffee pot. If I want coffee or hot drink to keep warm, I'll put it on there. Right now that's not quite hot enough to burn me, but it is a nice warming rack. As far as the bottom construction of the grill, we now have a heat plate that's welded into the legs itself. This is actually sitting on one to protect my concrete. This is stamped and dyed concrete. And this circular bottom piece is a recycled end of a propane tank. It's about 5/16 of an inch thick. They tell me they're bulletproof, literally, but it's very thick steel. You'll see how these legs are welded on here. This leg here lifts out of that socket. We'll add to the video later and show you how it disassembles. But it is quite heavy construction and heavily made.